Yo, what up, tubers, review and fellow clashers of the world? What is up? Guys, we got some big news on the channel. First of all, I just want to say congratulations to all of us, tubers of you. We finally reached over 1,000 subscribers. Woo! Yeah! What? Okay. Anyways. Guys, today I wanted to do a video because Mega Night Challenge is coming up. Well, actually, by the time you see this video, actually, no, I think even while I'm recording this right now, it's already started. And I wanted to make a new deck because I don't want the channel to get stale and boring. So I wanted to make a new deck that was going to go against the current metas that are out today. So it looked good on paper when I tried it. I played a couple ladder battles with it. Actually, quite a few throughout the day today while I was on like my breaks at my job. And did a little bit of tweaking with it. And it's very, very similar to my my Pekka Three Musketeer deck that I was trying to use during the 21 challenge, if you guys remember that over the weekend, which is so frustrating, and unfortunately we never got those 20 wins. But yeah, so it's basically it's actually more of like a heavily modified version of not heavily modified, but a slightly modified version of the CCGS deck, actually, now that you think about it. But here's the deck, guys, right here. We got the Bandit, Pekka, we got Mini Pekka, we have the Executioner there, we have the Zap, Log, Valkyrie in there, and the Electro Wizard. Now, most decks have a heavy spell in them. I chose not to use a heavy. Originally I tried this with a Zap, Log, and then right here was the Lightning, but it was a tad too heavy. And this was before. That was before I had Pekka in here. I forgot what I had before Pekka. Might have been, I don't remember. I think I had maybe like Ice Golem or something. I can't quite remember. But anyways, it was okay, but it just wasn't quite working. So, what I ended up in the 3 spells, it was just too much. But the reason I wanted Log and Zap was because we see like Rocket Barrel, which is a really good like log bait, zap bait type deck. You know, we still see a lot of those log bait and zap bait type decks. So I wanted both of these for those decks. But I took out the heavy spell because it was just too much. And I put in the Pekka, and that card is kind of more of like my surprise card, or not only that, but also you know, my tank killer basically. Now I could replace him with something, you know, 2 elixir cheaper like the Inferno Tower. I haven't tried that yet. It might actually end up working pretty well. But Pekka in combination with an Electro Wizard does very well against when, you know, your opponent puts down the Inferno Tower, especially if they don't get anything else down in time. But if they put down something like Goblin Gang, you kind of have to be ready for it. So if you do have the Pekka going down and then you have the Electro Wizard going behind him, you got to be ready with your Log or your Zap in order to take out like a Goblin Gang or anything else that they might be using. Ice Golem may not do so well against because he'll be distracted and won't be resetting the Inferno Tower. But if you can cycle to your Zap, then you'll be good to go. And it's nice to have those lighter spells in there. Anyways, guys, so Helmet in my clan, I asked him to put together, according to Stats Royale, the meta decks that we're seeing right now in the game. We're going to switch over real quick here, guys, and we're going to just show you what Stats Royale is saying right now are the most popular decks in the ladder. All right, guys, so here we go. The #1 most popular deck right now, and this is the one that was the most infuriating for me when I was doing the challenge, is, of course, the Rocket Barrel. The Rocket Barrel, guys. Most popular deck. It doesn't win the most, but it's the most popular deck. And then right underneath that, we have a Hog Lightning, you know, kind of like a Hog Cycle Lightning deck there that's been making its way. And I've been seeing this one quite a bit in the ladder. And then, of course, which it's not, I'm sort of surprised, but I'm not so surprised. But Lavaloon is still an extremely popular deck, even though it's been around for a very long time. We've had a couple balance updates since I first started seeing it in the ladder. But there it is. It's #3 right now. Right underneath that is just a kind of a slight variation of the Hog Cycle Lightning deck. And then, of course, right underneath that is the Golem Witch deck. I know you guys have been seeing that a lot. And then, of course, it just kind of goes down to another variation of the Lava Loon. And then, of course, what else do we have here? We have the mortar deck, the motorcycle deck with the rocket in there. And then there's that what looks kind of like, there you go. Yeah, it's a hog barrel deck. I've been seeing that quite often as well. Another golem deck. Then there's the Expo deck. That's been starting to gain in popularity as well. And then we have some other variations of a lot of hog decks. And then way down there is the Three Musketeer deck. So I do struggle against Three Musketeer decks with this deck, especially my own Pekka Three Musketeer deck. And I'll show you that replay as well. Where I actually ended up getting 3 crowned by Helmet on that one. But I was able to win against him during the other ones. All right, guys. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and we're going to hop right into it here. I'm going to show you, let's see, what did he go with first when I went against Helmet? Okay, so the first one here, I ended up being able to 3 crown Helmet. Now on the ladder, I wasn't really able to 3 crown much, but I have been able to 3 crown some Lava Loon decks with this deck. And it's kind of like a comeback deck. And if you guys, I know a lot of you guys have just been joining in with the channel here. And I think it seems to be a recurring theme with my playstyle that I end up making a lot of comebacks. So, and that's kind of how this went. So we're not going to share it. We're going to go ahead and watch it. We're going to speed it up real quick here. All right. So he started off with the Goblin Barrel, or the Goblin Gang, and I told Helmet to surprise me. Don't tell me which decks he's going to be using. Now, I first thought when I saw that Goblin Gang that he was going to be using the Rocket Barrel, but then the Lava Hound came out. I was like, okay, so he just spent 7 elixir. I know he's low on elixir. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna push hard on that right tower, because he's gonna want to back up that Lava Hound. Now he was able to get to his lightning, which stopped my push pretty decently. But look at that, we got under 50% of his right tower. Now I have to contend with his Lava Hound, but I have nothing for it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep going towards his right tower there. I was not expecting to see the graveyard, and I don't think it was in that Stats Royale deck, was it? It's not in that Stats Royale deck, so he kind of threw me a curveball with that one. I was not expecting a graveyard, and he was able to get a lot of work done to my left tower there, as you can see. But I took out his right tower, and now he's building up more elixir, but I'm able to get a few shots off there with my Valkyrie. Mega Manian's going to distract enough. He's not going to try to defend it because the tower was able to take him out. And then he threw in the balloon. I had no defense for it whatsoever because I had just thrown out my Pekka, but I was at least able to get rid of the Goblin Gang there with my log, but the balloon was able to take it out because I had nothing for it. All right, so I have a full health Pekka though. He threw down the minions, which was great. I had my Executioner ready for that. I was easily able to take that out. He did lightning, but those cards are so strong that it was not able to take them out completely. And then I threw in the bandit in the middle just as a little surprise, little sneaky bandit right there. Man, bandit's so beautiful, guys. Don't you agree? Bandit's so beautiful. And then look at this. I'm doing so much work right now. We're about to 3 crown him. I could have went hard on it, but I decided not to because I knew he was going to do something like that, like throw that Lava Loon right at the bridge. And I knew that could, if I let that continue on, that was going to easily 3 crown me. Now he did throw in that graveyard there last second as defensive, but it wasn't quite able to get there in time to defend itself against the regular Pekka. I'll tell you guys, the new buff on the Pekka is amazing right now. All right, guys, we're going to hop into the next battle. Now, Helmet this time used a Golem deck, and again, I had no idea what he was going to be using, but on this one, I was actually able to figure out pretty quick, because I think he started with his Mega Minion, and as soon as I saw his Mega Minion, I was like, yeah, that's pretty common that you see that with the Golem decks, the Golem Witch decks that are out there, so we're having fun there with the emojis. He threw down the Golem right off the bat, which is actually kind of a bit of a risky move, but I wasn't placing anything. Now, I could have gone really strong in that left tower, but, you know, I was like, you were at the start of the match. I should start defending right off the bat. But eventually I did go ahead, and I had already thrown. We actually both threw down our cards at the same time too. So, but I did end up using the Bandit and the Electro Wizard there to go on his left tower just to get some good damage done, and we did get up to about 50%. But now I have to defend here on this right-hand side. He's got Lightning. Pretty classic play right there, and he is getting some work done on my right tower. And I was actually a bit worried because, yeah, the push was pretty much stopped, but he still had a pretty healthy, you know, dragon going there, and my tower is getting low. And look at that, guys. He almost annihilated, and I was like, oh, crap, he's already at his elixir pump. So I threw down the bandit there last second. Luckily, she misses log a lot. A lot of people miss log on it. I miss log on it. He threw down those bats too late, so that was kind of a waste of 2 elixir. But so now I'm a little bit like ahead, like you know, what would you call it there, health wise in the towers, but he's pumping. So I'm a little bit worried right now. I'm like, crap. And now he's going opposite lane, and I just threw down my Pekka. I was thinking that he may throw his Pekka down my left lane, just because he could just easily end my right tower there with a lightning if he needed to. So I decided to just keep pushing here on his left side, and then worry about the push. I knew he was going to take the tower no matter what. There was like nothing I was going to do to stop this golem push on the right side. So I figured if I push right and strengthen that Pekka and kept him alive, I would strengthen my chances to get a 3 crown. But unfortunately, he died pretty quickly there. Now he's kind of sitting at 10 elixir there for a little bit. I think he's just kind of waiting like, okay, what am I going to do? He goes ahead and he pumps, and he's way there on the left-hand side. I think I tried the bandit. Yeah. Okay, we tried the bandit right there in the middle, but he gets down that golem just in time. Now my mini pack is going to do some work to that golem, but he dies pretty quickly from the tower. He lightnings and then logs, and my Pekka there is he's a little necky right now. He's a little necky. Now I was able to cycle through and get my mini Pekka down to completely destroy that golem right there, and the man, that wizard's staying alive, and I threw down another Pekka, and I think that's really what kind of did it. Is it's really hard for him with his deck to handle a full health Pekka. And here we go. We got a mini Pekka on the other tower, and I just kept hammering. I threw down that predictive log, but I completely forgot he didn't have like a goblin gang in this deck, or you know, I hadn't seen one anyways. So we threw down the Electro Wizard right there, took out that dragon. It was leaving elixir trade right there. I literally just threw down my my Valkyrie right there because I didn't know what else to do. But when I was able to get to the bandit, and he did a good lightning right there. But I had the log, took out that last 4. So did pretty well, but I was definitely very worried there near the beginning when he started taking out my right tower. So here we go, guys. We're going to hop into the next one that we played. Now I played another one on the ladder, guys, and I was able to 3 crown this guy using a very similar Night Witch Golem deck. But this guy actually was at level 9. He was level 9 over 4,000. That's pretty talented. Here we go again, guys. We're gonna go against Rocket Barrel now. So we're gonna just we're gonna speed through a little bit here. All right. So I threw down my pump. This was actually the wrong deck here, guys. Now I did some modification. If you guys remember, during the when I was live streaming over the weekend during the 20-win challenge, I was losing very badly to the Rocket Barrel. He didn't quite have his rocket up yet, and I've already got you know half my pumps out of the E pump, so it's kind of useless for him to use his rocket. So I throw down my my 3 musketeers. He throws down the knight in the back. Okay, pretty decent play, and then he throws down his Inferno tower there, gets wiped out extremely fast there. Now I got some really strong pushes going. Bandit's still able to stay alive, and I have a good split push going now. And luckily, I just got kind of lucky there that he just didn't have his rocket up right away. But he does the right thing there, throws down the barrel. But because I added the log in this deck and took out the minions, I was able to log out that. If I had just the minions before, I would have taken a lot more tower damage, and the princess would have done work to the minions. So switching out the minions for the log was a very good thing to do to make this a little bit stronger against the Rocket Barrel. Now this time, I kind of expected that he was saving his rocket for me. I knew he was going to have Rocket Barrel. So you know, I knew he was going to take out my pump. I put it in the middle that time, and then I threw down my my 3 muskets in the back. I knew he didn't have his rocket ready. And then I was able to split push on him. Now he did put down the Inferno tower, but I was able to get down my my wizard, and he was able to just kind of finish off that left tower right there. Now, he still has an alive and well princess, and I don't have log yet. I know Zap's not going to take that out, so I'm trying to figure out what am I going to do here. Okay, I'm going to spend 3 elixir to just make an even trade there with the knight. All right, I'm going to log the barrel there, which he threw it in the back, which is pretty smart. But luckily, my my bandit there was able to do some good work against his princess. But there he is with the princess again, and the Goblin Gang is going to do very, very good work to my Pekka. I don't think he's going to make it to the tower. You got the princess, the tower, you know. But I did do some good work there to his right tower with that wizard. Now he throws down again. He's got a lot of stuff going now. And then he Chief Pats right there. He Chief Pats. Completely misses with the rocket. Doesn't hit anything with it. And I threw down my bandit. I'm just flooding him now. That Chief Pat move right there just really killed him. But as you can see, guys, changing out the minions in my Pekka 3 Musketeer deck and changing that out just for the log, the difference that it makes is incredible. I almost 3-crowned him. He probably wouldn't have almost gotten 3-crown had he not made that Chief Pat rocket mistake there. So we go again this time. I was only able to 1-0 him this time. And obviously now he's had a little bit of practice. He knows what deck that I'm using. So it was a lot tougher this time to go against him. That's for sure. We're going to skip ahead here just a little bit. Now, he actually made a mistake here, I think. Starting with the Inferno Tower, he had nothing else to put down. I would have put down the Goblin Gang in the back and split them. I wouldn't have start with the Inferno Tower when he has no idea. I mean, he does know my deck, but yeah, I just wouldn't have done that. I didn't need to log all this. The Ewiz did a pretty good job there. I mean, 4 elixir for 6. So I figured I might have a little bit of an advantage. Threw out the Pekka in front. I wasn't able to get him anywhere. Threw out the log. I was just a little too late with that, and now he's got a pretty much full health, knight coming my way. I had the bandit there. Okay, good, but she's gonna lose some pretty decent health to him. And then he's got that freaking princess again. Logs it, and he's still got a good princess alive and well. Puts down he puts down another Inferno Tower. Just very, very defensive with that Inferno Tower there. He might have done a little bit better if he was a little bit more aggressive, but it was great that time. I think he was paying attention. I only had my zap for his barrel, so he was able to get some chip damage there on my left tower. But he is doing a lot more work to me. I still haven't damaged him yet, as you guys can see. Even though I'm pointing out some of what I think are some of the mistakes that he made, he's still getting a lot of damage done to me, and I'm barely doing anything to him. So I throw out my bandit in hopes that he's really low on elixir, but he does have the knight ready for it, and the knight's going to wipe it out and still have more than half his health left. And now I'm in some trouble right now. He's able to get his princess down, but I was able to get my my Valkyrie down there, so that's a good 4 for his 3. But we're pretty much even in the elixir. So he throws the Inferno Tower as I throw down my Pekka, and it's like, crap, now what? And then he rockets, which was great. As soon as he rocketed, I actually kind of waited because I felt like if I did put something down behind, he was going to rocket no matter what. I mean, that's pretty much what most people would have done in that circumstance. Now I've got a really strong push going. I've got my E-Wizard there ready to go to reset that Inferno Tower, and I got a massive push, guys, on the right-hand side. I threw down the bandit on the left just to keep that pressure going. It wasn't to try to take the tower or anything. I just wanted to keep pressure on him, try to kind of confuse him a little bit, and I got another Pekka right there at the bridge. I went ahead and just pushed really hard on that left side. I was like, you know what? Take that right tower, but I was able to cycle back through to my log and take out his Goblin Barrel. He did throw down that rocket last second. Was enough. Was able to 1-crown him. So as you can see, it was really close. He was beating me for that first half of that battle there, and then I was able to make that comeback pretty quickly, especially with the double elixir time hit kicks in, and this deck really starts to shine, especially when you can start utilizing your Pekka. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I actually waited until we got close to that double elixir to start using my Pekka, because it was kind of like it's kind of like the surprise card, even though I think I'm pretty sure he already knew that I had it. So. And I want to show you guys here, my Pekka 3 Musketeer deck is still really strong, and it was strong against this deck. Luckily, it's not a meta, so I don't think we're going to be seeing it during the Mega Knight Challenge. So we're going to skip ahead just a little bit here. Now, when I saw him put down this pump, I was like, okay, I need to attack really fast. So I threw in the bandit just for, you know, some quick damage. And she did some pretty decent work. She got a charge off and a couple more hits. I decided just to zap those guys because I didn't think he was going to back that up because I knew he just pumped. And I knew he was going to be low on elixir. Now, I'm thinking in my head, you know, he said he had a surprise for me, but I had no idea what deck he was going to be using. I thought, okay, maybe he's going to use some sort of an advanced form of like a golem deck, some kind of special golem deck. Then I figured out immediately when I saw the bandit pump, I'm like, oh my god, he is using my deck. He is using my deck. But this is the old version of it, what I used for the over the weekend for the 20 win challenge, which unfortunately we didn't make, as you guys already know. So he was using the minions before I switched it out for a log. And now Helmet's had a lot of practice with my deck too. So, but the thing is, I know a lot about this deck. I've been using it quite a bit over the past few weeks. So, the fact that it's my own deck and I've been using it a lot, you would think that I would know how to counter it well, but I'm just getting crushed right now. I'm getting crushed, and he's pumping again. And the thing is, this is where it kind of sucks, where I don't have the heavy spell in here because I can't take out those pumps. So now I have to rely on taking advantage of when he puts some pumps down, and then he gets down those 3 muskies. I'm not able to just do some kind of a quick attack on his right tower with the bandit or anything like that. Now I have to go into full defense mode, and I have to think with, okay, what is he going to put down? I know he's going to have battle ram. I know I know what's in this deck, guys. I know there's Pekka. Oh, he throws down Pekka right in the middle. I was not expecting him to do that, which was a very bold move, but it ended up working out very well for him. Now, I was able to take out the Pekka, but damn, he's keeping pressure on me. I can't get any. I can't put together a push, and he's still pumping. So he just continually maintains this elixir advantage on me. I try for a last desperation attempt. I throw down my Pekka. I throw down the E-Wiz in behind. I'm like, crap, I got to get there. But he knows I don't have a heavy spell. So he uses that to his advantage. He throws down those 3 musketeers in the back to defend. Now he's got the freaking Pekka in the front, and he's got that. I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to get 3 crown. I have nothing for us. I have no heavy spells to defend against this massive push. And here we go. He 3 crowns me. There was like almost nothing I could have done. Maybe I could have played a little bit differently, but I freaked out. You know, I didn't know what to do there. So he ended up getting a 3 crown on me, guys, with my own deck. Kind of embarrassing, guys. I'm not going to lie. And, you know, we're already over 20 minutes, guys. I don't want this to be like a super analytical video, a super long video that bores you guys to death. I think you guys get the point and see, like, how on paper, you know, this works and in reality as well. We're playing friendly battles here against my top players in my clan that are 4,000 players. And even Diffuse, he went against me with a rocket barrel, and I was still able to 1 crown him there. He was really tough to go against as well. Diffuse is a little bit more familiar with the rocket barrel deck than Helmet is, but I was still able to beat him by the skin of my teeth in that battle. So anyways, the reason I made this deck, guys, was I was just trying to think with, okay, I need a really cheap, fast attacking, you know, card. All right, well, a bandit. Now, this doesn't work as well on the ladder for me because my bandit is only level 1. I need to get her to level 2 or level 3 to really be competitive with her in the 4,000 plus, but she can still be sneaky sometimes, especially if I have like Pekka going and I stick her behind, you know. So the reason I put this deck together really was fast attacking card that was cheap. Okay, bandit makes sense, right? Okay, I need a tank killer, especially to destroy the golems. So Pekka, okay, makes some sense. Now I think this could probably be replaced with the Inferno Tower. I haven't tried it yet. You guys can try it. Let me know down in the comments below. Let me know how it works for you. But I'm thinking with tournament standard, right? Okay, and then I was like, okay, I could throw in Lumberjack and get some rage. He's really fast attacking, but I'd rather be able to stop like a Musketeer or a Wizard or like even an Executioner very quickly without having to spend a whole lot. So that's why the Mini Pekka is in here. All right, the Executioner is in here mostly because of like log bait debts. I can put him behind my Pekka. So if someone throws down a Skarmy or something and I don't have my Zap available, the Executioner can take that out. Or if they're trying to use a minion horde against me, I just figured Executioner is like the best way to go when you're putting him behind. You know, you're really your tower attacking cards there. literally, I put these in here because, you know, what's in the meta? Rocket Barrel. It's a very good zap bait type deck. So I thought with having both of those in there would make it very good at stopping Rocket Barrel. And it barely does it. With my battle with Helmet and my battle with Diffuse, it was like those wins were by like the skin of my teeth. Yeah, it's good to have those in there. Valkyrie I put in here mostly because I still have been seeing on the ladder. I've been seeing a few. I have been seeing a few Hog and Elite Barbarian decks, or RG and Elite Barbarian decks. So I specifically have Valkyrie in here for Elite Barbarians, and also because I'm still seeing some Graveyards as well on the ladder. So that's why the Valkyrie is there. I don't use her as much with this deck with the current meta, but she can still. There are still people using Graveyard even after the nerf, and there are still people using E-Barbs, and she's a great replacement because she'll give you a 2+ elixir trade-off if you put her down in the middle when the E-Barbs are on your side of the arena. And that's why I have her in here. And then, of course, we have Electro Wizard because, you know, I think right now, I mean, you should just have Electro Wizard in your deck if you have him, because he is so strong right now. He's great at stopping the Inferno Towers, especially when you have a strong card like Pekka right here. A strong tank card that's expensive that can easily be wiped out by an Inferno Tower, and you're seeing a lot of those, especially with the Rocket Barrel decks. So I figured Electro Wizard was the perfect one to have in there, and that was my thought process behind why I came up with this deck. Seems to be doing okay, at least against my clanmates, but these are good, you know, clanmates. These are 4,000 players. I did try a classic challenge with it. I was literally like falling asleep doing the classic challenge, easily got to 6 wins before taking 3 losses, but I was like barely trying. I was falling asleep, and it was last night when I first had made the deck too. I didn't even know what I was doing with the deck yet, and I was able to at least get 6 wins. So this is the deck that we're going to try tomorrow, guys, in the Mega Knight challenge, and we'll see how well it does. If it doesn't do that well first, we may switch back to this deck, you know, or we may even try going back to like my Expo deck, which I don't have right now. I replaced my Expo deck with this, which did pretty well for me when I did the Legendary Challenge 2 weekends ago. So anyways, guys, I know this is a really long video, but I wanted to kind of get pretty analytical and show you guys this deck that I made. It's something new, something fresh. Give it a try, or maybe modify a little bit. Let me know down in the comments below how it goes for you, or what you modified. I would love to know, get some feedback from you guys, or yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Over 1,000 subs. I love it. Would love it if you would subscribe if you're new to the channel, though. That way you can become a tube review and a fellow clasher of the world. Leave a huge like on the video if you liked the video and you thought it was informative or had some fun or whatever. And we'll see you guys next time.